Shifting our focus now to some more breaking news that's coming in. The Madhya Pradesh government has decided to form a panel on UCC, Uniform Civil Code. Big movement in Madhya Pradesh. The government deciding to form a panel. In fact, a statement also coming in from the Chief Minister saying a committee has been set up to implement the Uniform Civil Code in Madhya Pradesh. All right, several BJP states have mentioned UCC. Remember, ahead of the Gujarat elections, a similar announcement was also made in Gujarat, with the BJP saying if voted back to power, they would bring in the Uniform Civil Code. Now, the Madhya Pradesh government also making it clear that this is in their intent. So, joining the ranks of several other BJP counterparts, the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan saying that a committee would be constituted to implement the Uniform Civil Code. He was addressing an awareness convention on the Panchayat Act when he made this statement and said that now it's time to implement UCC across the country. Talking about Madhya Pradesh in particular, he said that a committee would be set up and UCC would be brought in. In fact, he said, I'm in favor of the argument that the time has come for a uniform civil code to be implemented in the country. Why should anyone marry more than one person? This is a statement that he made. Listen in.
कई बार बड़े खेल हो जाते हैं, खुद जमीन नहीं ले सकते तो कोई आदिवासी के नाम से जमीन ले ली। होता है कि नहीं होता? अरे बोलो रे भैयाओ। और कई बदमाश ऐसे भी आ गए जो किसी आदिवासी बेटी से शादी कर लेते और शादी करके उसके नाम से जमीन ले लेते। आज मैं जागरण की अलख जगाने आया हूं। बेटी से शादी की और जमीन ले ली। मैं तो इस बात का पक्षधर हूं कि भारत में अब समय आ गया है कि एक समान नागरिक संहिता लागू होनी चाहिए। एक से ज्यादा शादी क्यों करे कोई? एक देश में दो विधान क्यों चलेगी? एक ही होना चाहिए। और मध्य प्रदेश में भी मैं कमेटी बना रहा हूं। समान नागरिक संहिता, एक पत्नी रखने का अधिकार है तो एक ही पत्नी सबके लिए होनी चाहिए, फिर ज्यादा क्यों होना चाहिए?
This was the statement that was made by the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister saying, why should anyone marry more than one person? Why should there be two constitutions in one country? My colleague Govind is joining us live with these details. Govind, this is a statement of intent. The Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister saying that we need to bring in UCC. Any word on whether the committee has been formed already? Who are going to be the members? Or is this the first time the Chief Minister is talking about the need for UCC?
Yeah, absolutely. First, you know that it is the similar announcement, as you know that BJP ruling states like Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh have already made the similar kind of announcement in earlier months. And now CM Shivraj Singh Chouhan was speaking in Barwani district of Madhya Pradesh, where he cleared that now the time has come just for adopting the implementation of Uniform Civil Code in the state. And he has also given instructions to the officials to constitute a committee to work on this, and he has said that in similar nation, two laws
That's right.
should
In fact,
not be allowed.
you know, like you mentioned, these statements have been made time and again. Govind, request you to stay on with us. We have Mr. Rashid Alvi of the Congress Party joining us. Mr. Alvi, we've had this conversation previously as well when Gujarat made a similar announcement. In fact, that was the promise of the BJP. Now we have the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister also talking of UCC in the state.
You know, it is, we are not against UCC, but what is UCC? What is the blueprint of UCC? How can you do it? And just before the election, Bharatiya Janata Party always announced it. In Gujarat, for the last 25 years, you are in power. Why have you not implemented it so far? In Himachal Pradesh, for the last 5 years, you are in power. Just before the election, you are announcing it. They think that they can polarize the society through UCCC. And they do not know, I do not know whether they have gone through the constitution or not. In directive principles, it is not only Article 44. There are 15 articles
Okay.
They never talk about any other article. They talk only about Article 44.
Okay,
And
I just
even
want to, tell you the statement that Shivraj Singh Chouhan has made while he made this announcement of forming a committee. He said, why should one person marry more than one person? Why should a man marry more than once? That was the statement that he made, also saying that this is one country, there should only be one constitution. We can't have separate constitutions for certain people. How do you view this statement?
As far as 4 marriages are concerned, I know so many Muslim friends, and I don't find that anyone has got 2 wives, while the fact is that I have so many Hindu friends, they have 2 wives. So they are making all this propaganda and nothing else.
Okay.
This is and what I want to tell you, that you should bring blueprint of UCC. What is UCC? Even the chairman of Law Commission, who was appointed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has said, Justice Chouhan, that UCC is not required.
Okay.
And one thing more, Uniform Civil Code you want to bring, you say that there should be uniformity. It
Yes.
is all right. There are 3-4 person laws in the country. Every state wants to implement UCC. If every state makes UCC, there may be 28, 29 UCC in the country.
Okay.
No,
but you're saying that, this is just a claim that is made ahead of the elections, but they're not moving towards it. But the issue is also in court, where the centre has also said that the time has come for one rule across the country. Mr. Alvi, thank you for joining us with your thoughts on that. Mr. Majid Memon also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Memon, Shivraj Singh Chouhan, the latest Chief Minister, to say that we're going to bring in the UCC, he says, why should one man be allowed to marry more than once?
A chief minister of a state can have wishful thinking with regard to what law the whole country would have. Well, in his own state, he has his own constitutional rights to put it in the assembly and make certain new laws permissible under the constitution.
Okay. Okay, all right. Mr. Memon, apologies. We seem to be having technical difficulties. Thank you for joining us with your thoughts on that. Also want to play out the reaction of the Home Minister, who spoke about this committee that the Chief Minister said they're planning to have to bring in the UCC.
आदरणीय राहुल गांधी जी स्वरा भास्कर जी को लेकर के, कन्हैया कुमार को लेकर के, सुशांत को साथ में लेने से भारत नहीं जुड़ता। भारत जब जुड़ता है जब 370 समाप्त होती है। भारत जब जुड़ता है जब सीए आता है। भारत जब जुड़ता है जब ट्रिपल तलाक जैसी कुप्रथा समाप्त होती है। आदरणीय, आपके पूर्वजों ने बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर जी के संविधान में जो पुरजोर पैरवी उन्होंने समान नागरिक संहिता को लागू करने की थी, उसको भी लागू नहीं होने दिया है। अब वक्त आ गया है जब एक विधान और एक संविधान और एक राष्ट्र के साथ में हम आगे बढ़ें। सुप्रीम कोर्ट की साहबाना जी को सुप्रीम कोर्ट से जीतने के बाद भी आपने हरा दिया था तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के कारण से। ये तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति ने देश को बहुत नुकसान किया है। मैं तो आदरणीय कमलनाथ जी से भी
Mr. Vishwas Sarang is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Vishwas Sarang, the Chief Minister has made the announcement that a committee would be formed. The opposition saying this is just a statement, no action is being taken. If you can clarify on that front.
नहीं, देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो कहती है वो करती है। कांग्रेस पहले ये स्पष्टीकरण देना, जैसे हमारे गृह मंत्री नरोत्तम मिश्रा जी ने कहा कि कमलनाथ जी अपना इस विषय में स्पष्टीकरण दे कि वो समान नागरिक संहिता लागू करना चाहते हैं या नहीं करना चाहते। हमने तो जो कहा है वो किया है। हम किसी भी मुद्दे को चुनाव से संबंध रखकर ना बोलते हैं ना करते हैं। हमारी कथनी और करनी में कोई अंतर नहीं है। हमने अपने एजेंडे में रखा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी शुरू से कहती आई है कि जब हम सरकार में आएंगे और हम इस स्थिति में रहेंगे तो हम जिन मुद्दों के कारण ये देश पिछड़ा है उसको परिवर्तित करेंगे, और वो सामने है। धारा 370 हटाने की हमने बात की, हमने निर्णय लिया, धारा 370 हटी। हम ट्रिपल तलाक हटाने की हमने बात कही थी, हमें मौका मिला, हमने उसको हटाया। हम हर समय से कहते आए हैं कि इस देश में एक संविधान के तहत ही हर व्यक्ति को जीने का अधिकार होना चाहिए और ये जरूरी है कि इस देश में सामान्य नागरिक संहिता लागू हो और वो हम निश्चित रूप से लागू करेंगे। उत्तराखंड में हमने प्रस्ताव पारित किया, गुजरात में हमने प्रस्ताव पारित किया, मध्य प्रदेश में कल माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कहा है कि हम कमेटी बनाएंगे और मध्य प्रदेश में हम भी इसको लागू करेंगे। संविधान हमें
लेकिन सारंग जी किसी कैबिनेट मीटिंग में मुख्यमंत्री ने इसकी बात की है, क्योंकि उन्होंने ये बोला है कि कमेटी फॉर्म की जाएगी। ऑपोजिशन का ये कहना है कि ये स्टेटमेंट दे देते हैं लेकिन ये कभी लागू नहीं करते। तो हैज देयर बीन अ मीटिंग और एनी डिस्कशन ऑन द यूसीसी एंड अ कमिटी फॉर इट?
Don't worry, it will be done.
Okay. I just want to ask you, उन्होंने जब ये स्टेटमेंट दिया, when he made that statement, उन्होंने ये भी कहा one man, one marriage. So opposition saying कि एक कम्युनिटी को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, उस पर क्या कहेंगे आप?
क्या बुराई है? आप तो खुद एक महिला हैं, बताइए क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए? एक व्यक्ति है, उसको बहु विवाह क्यों करना चाहिए? यदि मैं अपने प्रॉपर्टी के इजाफे के लिए दो शादी करूंगा, मैं यदि अपने ऐशो आराम के लिए दो शादी करूंगा, तो क्या ये महिला उत्पीड़न नहीं है? क्या ये महिलाओं के खिलाफ बात नहीं है? निश्चित रूप से एक व्यक्ति है, उसको एक शादी करनी चाहिए, क्या बुराई है? केवल मुझे अपनी प्रॉपर्टी में इजाफा करना है और किसी एक आदिवासी बहन की प्रॉपर्टी को हथियाना, इसलिए मैं शादी कर लूं, बहु विवाह करूं, क्या ये ठीक है? या मैं धर्म परिवर्तन करने के लिए बहु विवाह करूं, क्या ये उचित है? निश्चित रूप से एक व्यक्ति है और महिलाओं के भविष्य के सुनिर्धारण के लिए जरूरी है कि ये सुनिश्चित हो। और ये पुरुष प्रधान समाज में ये हो सकता होगा, परंतु आज आधी आबादी महिलाओं की और महिलाओं के हित संरक्षण के लिए ये करना जरूरी है।
Okay, all right. So you're saying one community is not being targeted, but it is going. If the UCC comes in, the committee will ensure that all religions are taken into consideration. Mr. Sarang, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. So, Govind, the claim of the opposition being that this is a statement that the BJP makes every single time ahead of the elections, but it's not really implemented. Mr. Sarang, they're saying that this has been in discussion time and again. It has been discussed, and it will be implemented in Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah, that is exactly what that already Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat have made the similar statement. That's why Congress party is just putting question. And I was listening to Mr. Alvi, who was saying that only before the election such announcements comes in force. But on the ground, there is no meaning of such announcement. And definitely, if CM Shivraj Singh Chouhan has announced openly from the stage in Badwani and has declared that a committee has been will be constituted to take the necessary rules which are required for making this law as a uniform civil code to be imposed in Madhya Pradesh. So let's see that what all the result comes out in coming days or months, because elections also there in Madhya Pradesh next year, and before that CM Shivraj Singh Chouhan has made this important announcement.
Okay, Govind, stay on with us. Sufyan Nizami, Muslim cleric, also joining us over the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Nizami. The statement that has been made by Shivraj Singh Chouhan, how do you look at it? He says uniform civil code will be brought in if a man should marry only once.
देखिए, ये सब चीजें जो है वो एक पॉलिटिकल स्टंट है और कहीं ना कहीं एक वक्त जब होता है इलेक्शन का, तो इस तरीके की चीजें आपको बयानात के जरिए से या चुनावी भाषणों के जरिए से या जनता को आकर्षित, आवाम को आकर्षित करने के लिए दी जाती है। लेकिन सबको ये बात पता है कि ये कोई किसी खास मजहब के मानने वालों का या किसी खास धर्म के मानने वालों का मुल्क नहीं है। मुख्तलिफ तहजीबें हैं, मुख्तलिफ कल्चर है, मुख्तलिफ ट्रेडिशन है और सब अपने अपने कल्चर को बहुत आज़ादी के साथ फॉलो करते हैं। इसलिए इस तरीके की बहसों मुबाहिसे में और इस तरीके की डिबेट्स में कतई तौर पर मुझे लगता है पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। सबके अपने अपने
कल्चर और यूसीसी के खिलाफ हैं?
बिल्कुल मैं इसका बिल्कुल बात को फाइनल करना चाहता हूँ, वाजे करना चाहता हूँ कि हमारा जो मजहबी रसूमात हैं और जो ट्रेडिशन है उनको उन पर अदा करना, उनको पूरी तरीके से उस पर अमल करना, ये हमारा कानूनी इख्तियार है, हक है। और इसी तरीके के तमाम ट्राइबल्स हों या दूसरी भी मजहब के मानने वाले हों, उनके अपने अपने भी रीति रिवाज है। तो मुझे लगता है कि इस तरीके की बहसों को कतई तौर पर छेड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है।
Okay, but one country, one constitution, that is the argument that's made in favor of it. Thank you for joining us. Animal Islam also joining us on the broadcast. How do you look at this statement that has been made by Shivraj Singh Chouhan saying one country, one constitution, in the state they're planning to bring the Uniform Civil Code?
The question is that the Shivraj Singh Chouhan is already told that one country, one constitution. But that constitution is not maintained by the BJP, no? You see, it's a total violation of the Indian constitution. And you see the UCC, regarding the UCC, in Meghalaya, there is a boys, there is no land rights of the boys. That means male people. And you go to the Nagaland and you see there the woman has no right. That means the daughter has no right of the land, father's land or the mother's land. So ultimately, how can it possible to a diversity to unite under the same? Every community has some culture, some creed, some customs. Then how they can use in the UCC in all over the country? Ultimately, it will create another chaos among the various communities and the various caste, creed, and the religion. So that's why I don't think so. It is the proper time to UCC, and it is not possible. It is not too impossible.
Okay. But the argument that's made is, when we are in one country, why have different laws for people from different religions? Because it mostly is spoken about in the context of the personal law. So the question being, why should people from different religion follow different rules?
Yeah. The question is that everyone has a right to their own culture and customs. Already Article 29 and 30 is clearly stated regarding this and all. So how they want this type of the things? What is the problem? What is the problem? If anybody like their customs and the constitution permits it, then why necessary is? Ultimately, it is a Hindutva agenda. They know clearly only they elected presently in the Hindutva agenda, which is totally destroy the private customs.
Okay, so you're saying if the UCC is brought in, it's going to cause a lot of chaos and you are opposed to it?
Exactly. We are opposed to it and it will be chaos and dissatisfactions will create among the various community and caste.
Okay.
So ultimately, this chaos will lead to another way and the people will start to hesitate against this. Then again, in this situation of the India, the financially very bankrupt is going to there.
Okay, but the government will have a conversation. In fact, that's the committee that the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister was also talking of, saying that the committee will be formed. It will have people from various quarters and the discussion would be held on the same. Mr. Aminul Islam, thank you for joining us.